Hello everybody, it's Lut here from Crust Network, and I welcome you all to our ninth community call. Today is the 11th of August 2022, and we are broadcasting today from the Great White North in Canada because Crust is attending the Blockchain Week Canada for this week. Okay, as usual, let's jump into our mainnet updates and our network performance. So as of now, we are 11 months in stable operation since our mainnet launch last year, September, which also means we are 1 month away from our first anniversary of our mainnet launch. This also will mean some changes, especially for our network token distribution through our staking and mining processes. So the inflation, the token that will be paid out to the miners, will be reduced after the first 12 months, which will reduce also the selling pressure a little bit and make the token more scarce. As of now, we have over 1.2 million valid files uploaded to our network, with more than 103 Web3 projects partnering with Crust Network or intending to use their storage services. And in the later part of this presentation, we also will announce some new partnerships that are quite interesting and exciting for us. But first, let's jump into some technological advancements we achieved during the last month. So for our mainnet protocol layer, we can happily say that we completed the new decentralized attestation chain function, which refers to our TEE capability, and also the TEE network registration on the S-Worker side can be done now totally decentralized. We also added a new network access for the interface of Crust API, and for our Crust Shadow parachain network, we also have multiple improvements. For example, the storage palette we developed last month is now being improved and adapted to multiple parachains on the Kusama network. Also, we are working on our governance mechanism, and for this we added the initial member information of the council, which will eventually enable the governance mechanism on the Kusama parachain. And one last thing for the parachain is that we completed the Crust Shadow Moonbeam EVM interaction and the cross-chain storage development for different parachain interoperability. So this will make it way easier for all projects to connect to the Crust Shadow network. And we also improved the our wiki and our documentation, especially for the description of the Polkadot SDK and on how to integrate with Mason network. And also we noticed some bugs in our end-user application Crust files when switching accounts, and this has been fixed as well last month. Let's jump to our ecosystem. We also updated the roadmap for the Crust Shadow. It's just a very high-level roadmap, but you can see we are right on track between Q2 and Q3 2022. We want to have the on-chain governance totally completed by Q3. You heard it earlier, we are on a good way because we already are implementing some major functionalities to realize that. And obviously, down the road, we will try to scale our network to make it more usable and more performant for our partners and projects that want to push their data to our network. Then one of those partnerships I talked about earlier, Crust proudly partners with Robonomics. We reached a cooperation in the field of Robonomics and artificial intelligence. On the right-hand side, you see a screenshot of their use case demonstration. So it's actually really cool. They have a Boston Dynamic robot set up. They call it Spot. And the robot will detect different information, and this information will be stored totally decentralized and immutable and always accessible for everybody on Crust Network. Then we also reached a cooperation with Mason Network to integrate its content delivery network acceleration service to pull the storage data on Crust Network even faster. Yeah, another big cooperation, especially interesting maybe for our mining community, is the Crust and ComputeCoin partnership. ComputeCoin is a project that focuses on decentralized cloud computing services. And with our recent partnership, all Crust miners basically can also mine ComputeCoin on the same machine to improve or to optimize their revenue streams. Then our CSM Crust Shadow native token for the Kusama parachain for Crust Shadow Network was listed on Kraken, one of the largest exchanges out there. So if you want to get some CSM, feel free to check Kraken. There should be very good liquidity and good user experience on this popular exchange. And another information that's regarding exchanges is that Bitmart will list the CRU main token now, so it will be possible for you guys in the near future to deposit and withdraw CRU tokens directly on the mainnet. And it's not listed here, but maybe interesting for you. Bitmart will host an event on Friday, and I think they will give away $500 worth of CRU within their Happy Friday event. So if you're interested, feel free to check it out. Okay, let's jump to our most recent community activities. So Crust was invited to take part in different events. For example, we participated in the online panel event hosted by MAP with the overall theme of which infrastructure stack takes to implement Web3, and obviously a perfectly suitable for Crust Network because we are providing the, let's say, infrastructure for Web3, and it was a very interesting event. Then we also got some social media attention. For example, Crust was voted as one of the top 5 most influential parachain projects within the month of July. And another event Crust was taking part in was the Binance Live event hosted by Blocklike. And we talked about Web3 and how Web3 will lead the new DeFi. But that's not all. Our Crust partner from the West Coast US also was very busy in representing Crust at different events. For example, we took part in Chainlink's Women in Web3 event, and our representative Yuvia took part in this event in Los Angeles to represent Crust. We also cooperated with BitDecree to launch a series of Crust courses to educate our holders, to educate people that are interested in what we are doing. And this is an incentivized course, which means after you went through the course materials and after you passed the quick exam, you can get 10 CRU rewards, and the first batch of rewards has been distributed. For this case, we also hold an AMA with Learniverse, held by BitDecree, with a voice AMA. I think it's recorded. You can listen to it. This also will answer some question regarding the recent activities that we had to face during our event series and the learn activity, because some bots tried to compromise or try to benefit from this activity, and so we had to filter out some of those bots, which was quite a tedious process, but I think we figured it out now, and everybody who wasn't a bot and took part in the event will receive their rewards, obviously. And last but not least, there was another event hosted by the Polkadot ecosystem, which was the very first Paris.com event in Paris, France. I went there to join our partners, to talk to different people who are interested in the Polkadot ecosystem and Crust network. And we also met up with some of our ambassadors in France who represent us through our community. Yeah, that was it for this month. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I already can tell you for next month, there will be way more partnerships and exciting news to be announced. So watch out for our next community call. Thank you, guys.